Hey y'all, what's up, Cancers? So, I just spent the last 5 or so minutes hanging out with the cards, getting in any messages, shuffling. You know the drill. I have to say, the song that was in my head, I feel like I don't get messages so much as songs, was Your Love is Lifting Me Higher. Really should know the name of that guy. It being in Ghostbusters 2 and all. Or was it the first one? Someone hit me back with that. Okay. You know what to do if something resonates. If you have questions, if you happen to like the reading, put a like if you want. No pressure. And let's get into it, y'all. Okay. General reading for my lovely Cancers. I have so many Cancers in my life. Some of the most deep, giving hearts. Just a well of love brewing in there. So let's see what's up with you guys, generally speaking. I'm saying this is general, but I have invited any energies that stand out to make themselves present. Let's see what's up with y'all with the second half of August. Hottest damn month of the year. Don't get me started on the weather. It's so boring. I won't bore you. Okay. You guys, you know, the Cancers that I know who are not necessarily the most decisive, forward-moving entities, spirits in the world, and remember, I'm oversimplifying. It has a lot to do with what's in your chart, your overall chart, but I'm sensing a time of confidence, new beginnings, new chapters, going a little outside of your comfort zone, having fun. It's very balanced energy for the second half of August. Okay. I don't know if any of you are starting on a new project, a new job, a new relationship, something out of your typical comfort zone that is bringing a burst of energy. It seems like in the near past there was a rapid fire burst of energy that it's almost uncharacteristic. I'm wondering if that was spawned by something. We'll clarify that. Interesting. Okay. So, right now, your current energy, your situation, awesome. I love this card, very fire energy. You've got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, as you know, this is all about something new, a new enterprise, a new zest burst of energy, something that's coming to life where you're full of confidence and you're ready to bring in whatever you've manifested. You're at the beginning stages. Remember that. So this is all about the creation of something. It hasn't quite come into, or it hasn't quite come into fruition yet, but you're very excited and feeling confident about whatever this is. It could be a relationship. It could be. Overall, though, I'm not gathering that this is a relationship yet. Your past energy, like I said, you had this Knight of Swords. That guy's fast as hell. He's confident. He's ambitious. He knows exactly what he wants. He prefers to just dive in instead of laying out a well-established foundational plan. He's got the confidence to just jump right in. The tricky part, I always admire that. I've been guilty of that many times and it's blown up in my face. What are you going to do? But it can cause some impulsive energy where you haven't thought through all of the potential challenges or consequences. And the issue with that is it can make you feel a little deterred about this Ace of Wands. If you've had setbacks, if things weren't thought through and now you're running into some blocks or some challenges that you didn't anticipate, that's okay. Just don't freak out. Carry in. The beautiful thing about this brother is that he carries such confidence, will, determination, motivation. Just keep that up. Remember, if you're feeling low, remember that energy. Tap into that energy because you do have it. Even in your well of emotions come first, typically with my water signs, with my Cancers, but you got it. And the near future, you are accomplishing a great deal. This is very much related to the material world. Pentacle energy is very pragmatic and it is abundance in a material sense. You could be in a time where you are, to help this come to fruition, you're just putting your head down and working hard. Could be dull, maybe not the most exciting time, but I usually pick up with this card that this guy is super happy sitting on a tree stump and hammering a nail into this star. Like he's chilling. He's having a good time. So I don't think that this necessarily means boredom. I think you're proud. I think you take pride in what you're doing. And I actually think that those are the right steps. Right now in your subconscious, like I said, this is all very balanced. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So it's almost like you're anticipating this baby step, like the start, the spark of something. And you get to this 8, like you accomplish this. Confidence is going to take you further than you have imagined, has the potential to take you further. Just keep in mind that newfound energy, that spark that doesn't have to go away. It doesn't have to be temporary, even if there are setbacks. And your hope, lots of yellow. The color yellow is coming through big time. The Fool. So you're ready for this. This is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new start, very much in line with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, except what you've manifested, what you've been wanting for yourself, like I said, it looks like it's coming in even faster, even better than you anticipated, and it's not a stressful time. It's almost like you're using your wisdom, your expertise, the hard work that you've learned over months, years, etc., is really, really going to come in handy and help you with this next stage in your life. Now let's talk about the obstacle here. Very interesting. Lots of wands energy. Wands represent this fire and passion and energy. It's related to fire signs. So think of the Leos, Aries, Sagittarius that you know in your life. They're bursting with energy. Sometimes too much. I can say that because I'm a fire sign. But always there's an air of warmth and confidence. It's very, very contagious. Let that take over you. But the obstacle with the Queen of Wands, so she's charismatic. She's a very good communicator. She has a lot of passion. This is the ideal state, is to be in this energy. But two things stand out to me. Because she radiates fire, make sure you're not sacrificing yourself and who you really are at the expense of this new endeavor. Always remember, yes, those habits, those qualities are wonderful, but the Queen of Wands is imperfect. You know, she can fall under the spell of being very moody and manipulative, and the darker side can take advantage of people, like emotional manipulation. So just be careful that in a time of stress, as this is all coming, because it's very new, you're inevitably going to encounter stress. It happens. Use the resources within you. Cancerian energy. There's like no Cancerian energy on your chart in this reading right now, which is nuts. It's very, very... It's like you're in a different persona right now. Like you've stepped into, like you've turned over this new leaf, or you are faking it till you make it. Not bad things, but don't forget your inner self. The Queen of Cups, the water energy, has her mighty strengths as well. Emotional stability is, in my opinion, one of the strongest character traits in, well, the world. So just make sure you hold on to that. So it looks like your environment too is very joyful. You're surrounded by friends. You're doing things that make you happy. You're celebrating, giving and receiving love. I almost sense that maybe you came out of something quickly. Like you made a decision to leave something. And when you did, it's like this whole new world was exposed. You either left something or you entered something that has changed who your character was for a really long time. Now there's just an abundance of joy, happiness. It could be a very sociable period, which is odd given that we're in this pandemic. So even if it's not literal social, like maybe you are spending more time with friends, or maybe it's even just one close friend. There's seems to be an abundance of love, of platonic, not platonic, whatever you think. All right, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. So this next part's interesting. The advice. So the advice from Spirit. Now it's starting to make sense. The Hermit. I love this card. A lot of Virgo energy. If you know any Virgos in your life. Very practical, down to earth, grounded energy. Wisdom. If you did experience a profound change, and now you're redirecting focus on this new endeavor, new life, really, make sure you're taking time to heal, to reflect, to really process the wisdom and experience that you've gained. Because remember, the Hermit, he's carrying this light. He's accumulated a lot of wisdom. He's not walking around in the dark, in the snow, with a yellow wand. Yellow again. Like, tons of yellow. Like, that's just what's glaring at me. I don't know if that has some symbolism in your life, but it's popping out. Make sure that as you're jumping into fun, that you're not just using that as a distraction, that whatever you went through or whatever you're coming into, that you really, really are evaluating your sense of self. That kind of goes back, I'm seeing the correlation now with the Queen of Wands and how that relates to not losing yourself to a different persona that you think that you have to embody in order to be successful. No. Cancer, you embody so many qualities that fascinate and dazzle me and confuse me. But that's where we get the most learning, right? So just make sure you're doing that. And as for your fears, so this card is very Four of Cups, hopes and fears. Again, that kind of embodies Cancerian energy to me. There's some indecisiveness. Not that that's a bad thing always, but I sense that you could have multiple offers. You're scared of making the wrong decision, of taking the wrong path, that so many things have happened. And this world might be unfamiliar to you, where you're not used to making these rapid fire moves, that this could be intimidating for you. Look, your sign is one of the best at this, but trust your heart. If you're presented with multiple things and they don't feel right, don't do it. Or it could be maybe later, not right now. Don't settle. I really get the sense that because you're afraid of making the wrong decision, you're just kind of sitting still. You're moving, you're making moves, but maybe subconsciously, or maybe that's that wound, or that's that piece of personal growth of when you don't know what to do. If you're overwhelmed by options, you kind of just sit by a tree with your arms crossed. It's okay to take time to think. It's okay to reflect. You don't always have to be in this energy to be successful at all. But be confident in what you want. It's clear to me that you are really manifesting what you want. It's beautiful. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm proud of anyone who goes for what they want and works for it. And Cancers to me are like hard, reliable workers. Everyone that I've known, they're like so diligent and detail oriented, and not my strong suit. But yeah, it's a lovely quality. I very much respect it. Okay, so the outcome, y'all. You got another wand, a Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So it does look like this hard work. It's like these two energies, what you're working towards and gaining so much in the material world, might still be coming to fruition in what you really want in a more creative, artistic, expressive sense. But it's coming. It's coming slower. You could be receiving good news. You could be receiving help. You could be receiving a message. Okay. I'm going to explore a little more with the Hermit. I want to know a little bit more about the near future and the outcome, as well as diving into a couple other cards that I have questions on because I'm just nosy. So if you're interested, smash that extended. I've never said smash that before in a YouTube sense. So click the button if you're interested, and thanks for joining.